In this video, we're going to cover how to add an enrolment during the term. So again, we've persistent logged in, we've bookmarked the dashboard page, so we simply click on our bookmark and we land on the dashboard. We go to the left-hand side menu, which we're now familiar with, and we click on the imaginatively named Add Enrolment. If we click that, a pop-up appears and it asks us what type of enrolment we are creating. And at Demux Tutoring, there are many options available to you to ensure that it's not a one-size-fits-all approach. If you have not completed a trial for a subject before, so say for instance, Aidan is enrolled in Maths and English, but he wants to consider business studies, he could click a free trial. Alternatively, if he wants to enroll in business studies, he could click the group enrolment. Alternatively, he may decide that he just wants some help for private tutoring in business studies, in which case he would click on one-to-one enrolment, that is private tutoring. He may have decided that he doesn't have time for additional tutoring and he simply wants to do some holiday courses, in which case he would, you guessed it, click the holiday course. Finally, he may have decided that he just needs access to some quizzes and good, well-written materials, in which case he can click on Self-Paced Course, and that will load a catalogue of courses that we have available primarily for Year 12 at the moment. Buying those at a significant discount allows the student to have access to a Google Classroom with quizzes, text material, and additional exercises, as well as videos to take them through the subject. For those that don't have the time or potentially budget for full tutoring, whether it be small group or one-to-one, self-paced is a great option. So there are your options for adding a new student enrolment. Clicking any one of these will load a process in which you step through, as you did when you created your first enrolment, a new enrolment. So let's just quickly look at one-to-one. I click that. It loads the usual screen. You can see that it's listed my details and it's listed Aidan as a student. If I want to enroll him, I click the button next to enroll. I confirm details and we step through. Notice on the PT type, I have to make a choice. And if you click over the eyeball, you'll see that it's telling you what the choices are. Recurring means a subscription, private tutoring arrangement, whereas one-off is just a single session. So you get to pick whether you want it to be a subscription, which you can manage through the customer portal, or whether it's a one-off. So if we wanted to do a one-off because it was an assignment, that would be the way to go. Notice I get a pop-up. One-off sessions cannot be cancelled or rescheduled. It very much is like a doctor's appointment. Once it's booked, you've got to turn up, and if you don't, you still get charged. I click close. I understand. I click next. I then have to select the location. Now, private tutoring is only done through online, so although you select the hub, you only get one choice. You cannot get it done at a physical hub. There's not enough room for all the private tutoring students we have. Aidan wanted to do business studies. He wants to do it on the weekend, on Saturday, and he wants to do in the afternoon if possible. So click those options. The system will then try to find a tutor. Unfortunately, in this instance, there is no business studies tutor available. If there had been, it would have given me an option to select. If I go back in the system a little bit more, I can try to change that. So I can actually multiple select windows. So let's assume I'm checking now for all of Saturday. I'll click next again. There are still no tutors available for private tutoring, which is a bit of a shame. So in this instance, you would email the sales team or call them and they would try to assist you by finding one. So Saturday is clearly not a popular day for business studies tutors at Demux, but normally you would select the tutor, it would tell you the cost and you would proceed to payment. And that's how we use the add enrolment function.